To sticky jump in TF2, you need to jump, detonate, and crouch at the same time. Sticky jumping provides a much greater boost than soldier jumping, even with just one sticky. The direction on which you move depends on where you are relative to the sticky. So for instance, standing straight on top of the sticky makes you go straight up in the air. And standing next to the sticky will boost you away from the explosion, whereas standing next to the sticky while on a wall will again boost you away from the explosion, and you can see that it's boosting me lower to the ground than when it was on the floor. Your trajectory also depends on your momentum. So while moving forwards, you actually go farther than when just standing still. And what you're seeing here is pretty much the most basic and common sticky jump. I am just holding W, and as I pass over my sticky and go out a little bit in front of it, then I do the sticky jump, and that propels me forward. Another really common way to sticky jump is to crouch walk over your stickies and then detonate as you pass in front of them. And there's a few reasons for doing this. One is that you avoid taking fall damage in most cases, and whereas with just the regular sticky jump with jump, you do take fall damage. Another reason is that it really naturally leads into air pogoing, which you don't really need to worry about if you're just a beginner, but you basically don't have to touch anything while in the air, and you can just string together air pogos very easily. And sometimes there's scenarios where you want to go lower rather than up high and farther. And as you can imagine, you can sticky jump with two stickies. The mechanics are pretty much the same as one sticky. You should just place your two stickies close together, as that's the most optimal way to get the biggest boost. And actually there is a rather annoying glitch where if your stickies are right on top of each other, sometimes you only get the boost of one. So you should try to separate your two stickies. They shouldn't be right on top of each other. And you can crouch walk over the stickies just like a single sticky. And you'll see that I go much lower to the ground and not as far ultimately. And the final aspect to the basic sticky jump is using three stickies. And you ordinarily die when detonating with three stickies, so you have to be farther away than your three stickies, and I find it easiest to create like a triangle where the third sticky is farther back, that way it doesn't do as much damage. But it does take some practice to get it right, and it is pretty easy to kill yourself doing this, but it does give a greater boost than using two stickies.